Yeah, Gim, you can see this massive 10 by 10 foot grate on the floor in front of you, sort of off to your right, and
I
somebody's
remember.
broadcasting. But yeah, you can see that there's a massive pool of blood in this room, and from where you're at, I'm not too sure what you can see with the line of sight and all, but you can probably see a couple of these other statues up ahead to the right too. So what does everybody want to do? What do you guys think? You hear this chanting going on.
Ren, Leopold, I'm thinking the greater
Thanks,
good
Lamuth. I
would be
appreciate
to
your
destroy
continued
the
support, man.
statues.
I really do.
Let's try that. What I was thinking is that Gim and
Silverlock,
I
thank you
should
also,
go
man.
in ahead
I appreciate it, guys. You guys are great. Thank you.
distract them while Leopold and Quillen flank them from behind.
So, I think I should get his attention, distract him, so the others can get around. Is that what you're saying?
Thank you, Silmuth. I
That's
appreciate
right.
it.
I have a good distraction.
No
I can help.
problem. I got some warhammers that'll distract his ass.
Typical of a dwarf. I love it.
Hey, if it's cool, I'm gonna go into stealth mode and.
What you got,
start
Farland? Let them know.
Fine.
What you got?
I could distract this foul elf by using an illusion, and he may take to it and interact with this thing for enough time for our rogue friends, our sneaky fellows, and the Master Dwarf Gimli to get in and attack this thing. That is, my 2 copper pieces on this situation. I could give a distraction.
Let's do it.
I can bring forth Gimli Grimm's brother. I can summon him.
Grim? Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever seen? I think you've had to see this thing before. For what are you wanting to cast?
Kind of like the splitting image of Gimli Grimm.
What
I'm
what
just
spell
joking.
though? Is it minor illusion or
Minor illusion improved to give the voice and
minor illusion? You create a sound or an image of an object within range that lasts for the duration. Also, if you create a sound in range, blah blah blah, it can be your voice, someone's. So, create an image or an object such as a chair, muddy footprints, or a small chest. Must be no larger than 5-foot cube. The image cannot create sound, light, smell, or any other sensory effect. Physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion because things can pass through it. If a creature uses this action to examine the sound or image, the creature can determine that it's an illusion with a successful check. Let's see. Creatures discern illusion. The illusion becomes faint to the creature. And what does your improved
gives the
illusion
ability for sound and visual.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't say anything that you have had to previously study this object. And 5-foot cube would be, pretty
Maybe
much
a size
almost
of
a dwarf.
humanoid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would 5-foot cube would, 5 by 5. That'd be a dwarf.
Right, and I'm just picturing what Gimli Grimm looks like and just making a joke of what his brother would be, with that voice. And Gimli, you can do the voice if you want.
So-
I will reap and strike your ass.
Where are you wanting to? Well, hold on. First off, let me.
The range, I'm not sure.
So the range is 30 feet. It takes one action. It'll last 1 minute basically. So it would last 10 rounds. So 30 feet. That's somatic and material, which you've already got, because I'm sure you probably have your spell focused or spell casting component pouch.
Focus.
Okay.
Focus.
All right. So you want to whereabouts? Each one of these squares is equivalent to 5 feet. So
Oh, hang on.
Gim, you ran out there, Gim. So as Gim runs out to the grate, let me do a
About there.
Gim. Give me a stealth check with disadvantage because you're in heavy armor. All you have to do is you should just hit your stealth check, and it should come up with disadvantage, hopefully. And I'm going to get advantage with this roll. The Gim just ran on out and Leroy Jenkins did. I love it. Good old. Well, anyway, Gim, as you run out and clank your metal boots on the grate that you're standing on, all of a sudden the figure that is summoning that you can see in this glowing circle stops, and as this figure stops, the portal behind him, this green vortex of swirl, starts to dissipate and becomes clear as day. And it's like watching a big 40 by 40 foot screen HD TV. And you can see a castle off into the distance in this portal. And you can see a line of probably 10 wide of, it looks like, undead soldiers. You can see war machines being pulled towards and it seems like they're not close to the portal, but it looks like all of this is getting closer to the portal. And this figure, Kalarel, that you see in front of you, he stops chanting and stands up. As he stands up, his head is down. And when his head is down, he raises his hands up and then opens his eyes. As he opens his eyes, all of the runes on the floor intensify, get more, more green, brighter green. These two pillars of light that are shooting down from the floor. Now, this Orcus statue and this Orcus statue has a beam of green necrotic energy that is up about 6-7 foot, that's beaming down towards this rune. Now, these two statues in the back, they have a green necrotic line that is going to the statue. It's not up in the air like they are in the front, because it looks like these beams of necrotic energy are being beamed over the blood. Now, the blood is kind of, it's like backwards rain. It's like it's raining from the floor up into the laser and into this necrotic beam. And it's like you can see the droplets raising up from the floor into this necrotic beam, and then the beam is going down onto the floor. Now, as he lifts his head up, everything starts to intensify, and 4 skeletons basically summon from these 4 piles of bones that you see in front of you. And these skeletons, they are in armor. They are using a sword that has a green glow to them. Fireball, thank you very much. And as Kalarel opens his eyes, he turns towards you, Gim. He laughs. Somebody keeps broadcasting. Can somebody turn on push to talk in TeamSpeak? Now, when he lifts his head up, he starts to laugh. You fools, you are too late. You have failed. I have opened the once closed portal to the Shadowfell. My small army was already unleashed several days ago and should now just be in about position to start pressing towards Winterhaven and then in an easterly direction to Fallcrest, the Harkenvold, and then to Hammerfast. Behind you, behind me, you see my legion of undead. And he turns around and kind of points towards the portal. And then he kind of laughs. Nothing will stop me now from marching all the way to the east. And then to the north. Once I kill you now, you may even have the opportunity to serve me in your death.
When hell freezes over, you son of a bitch.
So, as he gets done saying that, you parlay back to him, you son of a bitch. All of a sudden, you hear footsteps coming from behind you. You hear footprints really quick. So you see another elf emerge from behind you. Now, you guys have never seen, well, Gimli, Ren, and Leopold, you've never seen this elf before. But Quilland and Farland, you recognize this as the messenger that actually sent you, the message that the army was forming. And the last time you had seen him, like I said, was several days ago. And he emerges into the chamber, and he yells, "Your battle is lost! Your army has been defeated! With a united force of the dwarves and the humans from Fallcrest! Your time is over!" And he draws his bow. And let's roll initiative.
And I got a shit-ass
And
smile on my
Kalarel yells, "No! My legion will be here shortly, and then everyone will die." Gim says, "You son of a bitch." I love it. Alright, so let's roll some initiatives, everyone. God. Just target your token and hit it. Skeleton initiatives are... Alright. Ooh, wow. They've actually got pretty good initiatives. Alright, so did everyone get their initiative rolled? Let's see, I need Quillen needs you to get your initiative rolled. Just target your token and hit the initiative macro. Gim,
okay,
you did?
I hit it. Said I rolled a 21. I didn't come up in the tracker though.
Oh, okay. Alright. I'll have to add you manually, which is no problem. Alright. Alright, so Gimli Grim, after this parlay with Kalarel, you've got the jump on Kalarel. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm too far away to throw my hammers at him. So I'm going to throw these hammers at the closest skeleton that I can see and try to damage his ass. And then pull my warhammer out and do my move over behind the statue. Does that fit?
Repeat that one more time, Gim.
Throw a warhammer at the skeleton.
Okay, so let's look at the range on your warhammer again.
All right.
I think your warhammer's got a range of 20 feet. So that would mean that you'd be able to throw that hammer about 4 squares or so.
Well, that leaves that out then. So I'm going to pull out my Warhammer. Get up 1, 2, 3, 4.
You have 25 foot of movement, so you can run 5 squares or 25 feet, or if you like, you can even dash and double move and run 5 more squares, and that'll be your action. Dash takes an action. Hopefully the players have read all of the rules.
I'm fine there.
Okay. All right, so Quillen, you're up now. You've heard this parlay, and you see this. What just seems to be a massive legion of undead, walking towards this portal. Looks like they will be soon will be walking through this portal, and there are thousands that you can see.
I'm going to fire on the guy that was doing the chanting.
Excellent.
Fire an arrow.
Okay, you're shooting an arrow at what now?
Kalarel, the guy that was chanting.
Okay, at Kalarel. Okay.
Kalarel, yeah.
So let's see. I want to see if you got line of sight. Yeah. Now, when you're firing, usually with rounded corners and stuff like this, I usually give partial cover because of obstacles and ways. So this time I won't do it, but just as a reminder for the future, just make sure that you have clear line of sight.
Okay.
Okay. So you attack Kalarel with a 20 versus armor class, and you strike Kalarel in the shoulder with an arrow for a total of 5 damage. Okay. And also, if you want to add in your Colossus Slayer, you can do that now and add in. Well, yeah, you'll do a total of 6. So because this is pretty much the end of your turn anyway, so you'll do 6 damage to Kalarel. So is there anything else you'd like to do? Any other movement?
I'll probably move up a little. I can figure out how to do it.
You just click on the left click on the token and move it up.
Do you drag it?
Yeah, that's all you do. Yep, just click it and hold it and drag it.
Okay, got it.
I thought you used Roll20 before.
No, I haven't.
Huh.
Never have.
Interesting. Alright, so is that where you were wanting to go there, or you were just wanting to go there? Alright.
Yeah. I'm done. Keeps moving me back.
Alright. One of these skeletons, Gim, that just basically animated this first skeleton to the left. Kalarel yells, "Kill the dwarf and bring me his head!" And this skeleton moves across and engages you and attacks you with a short sword.
Does this skeleton lose his footing on the blood?
No, he doesn't. Now, if you ran through the middle, yes, you would for sure, Gim. But if you're going to run over that thin stream, no, it's not even. You can just basically step over it as you're running.
Okay. Give me your best shot, Ugly.
All right, Gimli Grim, that is a wow. That's actually a fumble on its first attack.
I'll roll for the son of a bitch.
Oh well, I'm not doing any. We're just gonna get used to mechanics tonight.
You're not gonna put the cards out?
No, we're not. No, not tonight, Gim. He just forfeits. He forfeits the rest of his round.
Damn it.
So Ren, you're up now. I want everybody to get used to the mechanics of everything tonight.
All right.
Gotcha.
So Ren, you're up. What would you like to do,
I
Ren?
have a speed of 35, so that means I can move 7 squares.
That is correct.
Awesome. So, at this point, I'd like to use Guiding Bolt, so I'll be raising my hands up in the air and just with drawing strength from the Raven Queen. I cast Guiding Bolt to the zombie dude in front of Gim.
All right, the skeleton, sure, absolutely. You just want to hit that pretty new macro, don't you?
I do. You caught me. So that means I'll be using up 3 points of my mana, correct?
You would be, and you're doing it as a level 2, correct? Then
That's
that
right.
would be it. All right,
So 24 to a 6.
yeah, 24 versus AC is shattering to the skeleton, and you do 4d6 damage, which is 16 damage, and basically this skeleton just explodes into 1,000 bits of bone and just covers Gim in bone and bone dust.
Another one bites dust. Another one bites dust.
Any
Come on,
other?
Gim, get some strength.
I think that's it for you. Farland, you're up now. What would you like to do?
And
Our little
another one
gnome.
down, and another one down, and another one bites the dust.
Farland, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up to this pillar.
Okay. Now you're being blocked by that pillar now, so you've got that pillar in your way.
Yeah, I see that. I'm going to cast Minor Illusion. Right there, where I pinged.
Here.
Right there.
Okay. And what is the minor illusion?
Gimli Grimm's brother.
All right. So basically, a spitting image of Gim appears in this spot right here. A spitting image with a different color hair. Boink. And he's just kind of standing there, just kind of waving. Hi, I'm Gimli Gim's brother. Brr, 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 brr.
Where the hell he
What-
place him?
Farland, what do you want this? What do you want this thing to be saying and doing? Because you're using your improved minor illusion, I would imagine, right?
Correct, Ed. I would like to say, fight this dwarf. You have no chance against the other dwarf. You have a chance against me. Fight me, coward.
That boy. Mama'd be proud of you.
Anything else for you, Farland? Any other movement?
I used my movement already to get up there.
Okay, those are all your movement. Okay. Now, this skeleton here moves over and engages the illusion and attacks the illusion. Now, as this thing makes contact with the illusion basically dissipates. And Kalarel just kind of chuckles and says, "Petty carnival magic! Show yourself, wizard!"
Nothing.
So
Say
the
nothing.
skeleton moves up one more space and engages Gim. Next is your companion, Farland and Quillen, that had traveled back to Winterhaven to inform Padraig and all that good stuff. So this guy is also a ranger. As he's moving, he moves very quickly and pulls his bow off of his back and goes center stage and fires an arrow at this skeleton here. And lets it go. and misses with a 7. So the arrow just basically zings past Kalarel. Okay, now it's Kalarel's turn. Now for Kalarel is going to move his position, and when Kalarel moves, you can see that the same intensity of the rune, well, the portal, well, not the portal, but the rune markings on the floor, they're still intense. It doesn't seem like when he leaves, it stops. I mean, he's able to move back. And when he moves over here, he casts a spell. He casts Magic Missile. Now, you can see him as you're on the other side of that pillar. He's shooting 4 orbs at Gimli-Grim. So he's casting a higher level spell. So this spell is going to hit you 4 times, Gim.
Or try to.
It hits automatically. Magic Missile is an automatic hit. So Gimli-Grim, you take 17 force damage from the magic missiles as 4 small orbs pummel into your chest. And then Kalarel backs up another couple feet. Alright, so Gim, you take 17 force damage. 44 plus 4.
Leaves me with 14 and I'm bloody.
Okay, I'll put you at half health. Alright, so everybody just saw, the Kalarel, dwarf, I shall have your head on the wall. Blasts him with 4 bolts, poof, 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 and Gimli staggers back, and you can see that he's got several wounds opening up on him, bleeding quite bad. So Leopold, you're up now.
Okay, I'm going to go from where I'm standing, and I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20 to right about there. Because I don't think from where I was at I saw where Kalarel moved to.
No, you could hear him. You could hear him mocking the dwarf. You could hear him, but that was about it.
Okay, and I think my last movement is going to be to right here, so I'm not doing the corner thing, and I'm going to aim for the skeleton on Gim. Pull out my short bow and just be.
Sure. Sounds good. Yeah, a great thing about 5th edition, part of your movement is pulling weapons and changing a weapon out. So that's a great thing about 5e.
And
so feel free, man. Right. Go for it.
Fingers crossed when I do a crit on this thing for Gimli so he doesn't get killed by that skeleton.
Oh, wow. What does that mean?
That means I killed it with 1 hit.
That is a fumble. That is the rest of your turn. I'm not doing any kind of cards tonight or anything, Leopold. So we're just going to say you fumbled the rest of your turn, and you're recovering.
That, knowing my luck, I would have rolled what we needed to kill Gimli. I would have shot Gimli instead, and that would have been like max damage. Gimli's dead. Like.
All right. So the skeleton here on the right-hand side is leaving the area, and it looks like it is trying to get a position. Looks like it's going for the person in the back. Now, it's going to double move. 5, 6. Okay, there you go. As the skeleton is going to one of Padreg's, elite guardsmen. Next, the other skeleton, which is on the right-hand side here. It also takes double movement. And attacks the ranger. Alright, hits him with a 21, and he lunges into him and pierces him for 7 piercing damage, and he's in pretty bad shape now. He is also in a bloodied condition. So, we're up to the new round. Gimli-Grim.